Are you doing Wordle? Good Lord, man. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Are you making fun of me doing Wordle?
I am making fun of you doing Wordle.
Hey, man. I even tried
what I'm doing.
I even tried Quordle, which is insane, and you do 4 words at the same time, and I don't like it. And then
Quordle sounds like you'd be playing chords on a piano or something.
That's true. And then there's Nerdle, which you have to figure out a math equation, and that's really annoying too. So,
whoa,
yeah.
Uh-oh. I'm going to tell Thomas he's going to get out his master's in statistics and play that.
There you go. There you go. Although I got my second one in Nerdle in 2. So we were talking about all these things, and we had 5 viewers. Now we have 2. So that's great. Welcome, everybody, to Old Gray.
It's working.
Oops.
This is our Messy Monday. Glad you're here joining us. Thank you for tuning in. We have a motley crew, and we've been hanging out just before the show. The only person that's actually building with real Lego is in the center square. Jeff Van Winden is building some space, and it's pretty amazing.
Wait a minute. I'm building with actual Lego. That's not entirely true.
No, making something amazing.
Oh, making something amazing. Well, that's an entirely different scenario.
I mean, I made a radar dish, and then nice. Look at there. That's nice.
It's making the same thing amazing again.
That's true. But yeah. Everybody's probably not making something new, but we'll go around. Oh, that's very space up there. But we'll go to Mr. Van Winden since he is making us international today. What's up, man? How are you today?
Nope, he's on mute.
There, now I'm not muted. Hello, I am doing well. Trying to get this thing finished before Bricks Cascade. Not feeling the pressure to do it, but I still would like to get it done. In other words, if I can't bring it, I'm not going to, get pissed off at it. But I am trying to finish it and hopefully be able to.
You're Canadian. You can't do that by nature anyways.
Well, I can. I can.
Okay. Wait, I threatened a Canadian. Dang it.
But, the same thing I built last year around this time, just rebuilding it. And I reworked the door because it wasn't centered. And this piece annoys me because it sticks out too far. But the only piece that exists that I could use and put on this side is that new 2x2 by 2/3 plate that they've come out with.
Oh yeah.
But it isn't available in yellow yet.
Oh, that's a bummer.
So once it comes out in yellow, I can throw it in here because it has a hollow stud on the top and nothing else. There's no 1x1 plate that isn't around, which is what's over in these ones. That's got a hollow stud. So
it's still flipping cool, man. I love that thing. I regret that it was in tatters and had to be removed from the space area for the show. So
yeah, me too. You did check.
Have you thought about automating it?
The door?
Yeah.
I'd love to. However, I'm also taking this in an airplane, so it's not going to be automated before. And technically, once it's on display, like this will go up on my shelf when it's done after it's been displayed, and these doors will be open. And there is a second module that will go in here. Like this is the cargo area. There's like a train with a cargo area. And then the next one will be a little bit of cargo storage plus a hangar for a classic space cargo ship.
So are you saying that if you put plastic and some wires and batteries in a bin and send it on an airplane, there would be some sort of problem with that?
No, I'm just saying I don't have time to motorize it beforehand. Is that better?
Oh, okay.
And I'm also trying to build these walls in 4 studs thickness as well and have them strong enough that they're not going to fall apart in an airplane. So I'm making them removable. This one's locked in right now, but I can pull a few pins and this whole wall will come off and it'll be one segment that I can just lay flat and saran wrap to crap.
Gotcha.
So
good deal. Over in the chat, we got Maddie. Maddie, you're welcome to join us. Also, MJ Bay is here with us as well. All right. How are you? And let's go around. So we will be hearing news today, fellow listeners and watchers, of people getting treated to Lego early. And so that's cool. But Ant Bandit, tell us what you got today.
I'm not nearly as exciting as other people in the room, but we'll take
That's
a look.
Where you're going first.
We got some penguins.
Penguins!
Awesome.
So I just swung by the Sugarloaf Lego store, which is about like 5 minutes from my house, and I got a hookup from somebody there who was piecing these out of the bricks and minifigs, or the build a minifigure. So I got that. I also received a big bag of fish.
Oh
That's a lot of
wow!
fish. I bought this from our friend Jeff McElwee. So I am hopefully in the next year or so. This is kind of a long-term project. I would love to build like a modular aquarium that has a bunch of different exhibits. So I've been slowly collecting like a bunch of marine animals, and my wife wants to do this with me, so that we're going to hopefully do this together. But different exhibits, kind of based around the Georgia Aquarium. I looked it up. The Georgia Aquarium has over 50 penguins, and I only have about 20. So I need more if anybody has penguins. But yeah, it'll be fun. One exhibit at a time, basically. So I'll have like a shark tunnel and a penguin exhibit, and yeah, it'll be something fun to take to shows. But long term. So
Cool. So it's good that you have all those fish to feed the penguins. You know, they're
exactly. Yes, this is all penguin food. So
awesome. Oh, my son has joined us. Hello. Maybe the Fortnite is broken. I don't know. Hey, bud, what's going on? Oh no! I smell another Canadian. There he is. What's up, buddy?
Not much. How about you guys?
Good. Are you in like a data center or something? What's going on with all the screens? Are you Batman?
No, I've been taking some pictures, and there's a digital background that I run through the laptop onto the panel over there.
Gotcha.
Sounds very sciencey.
Yeah, well, no, it's all old equipment, much like myself. So
that was not a very cool answer. You could have answered, like made up something, talk about your hacking or.
Well, I could have gone something like really sort of like high tech photography stuff, but Adam's in the room, so he would have called me on it. So
no, I would have just nodded along and said, yeah, makes sense.
No, I'd be like, oh man, that guy, he's so
ways.
full of something. Yeah, but other than that, it's all good. It's all good. It's another fake holiday here today, so yeah, so just enjoying the day off, and that's it.
Oh, it is. So we have a fake holiday here too. I mean, it's President's Day.
You celebrate President's Day up there?
No, it's Family Day.
Family Day.
The Prime Minister Day. Oh.
Every day is Prime Minister Day.
Right now, Pink Wheels is like, and he's so hot. And
I was just gonna say.
Yeah, well, he's fallen out of favor with a lot of people here, so he could be sleeping on her couch soon. So yeah.
So what's been going on, man? We haven't seen you in a while.
Not too much. Like I said, I've been doing just like a lot of photography lately. Just sort of trying
cranking
to
that stuff out like you're a machine.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it's been kind of on a roll. Part of it is because it's been fun. The other part is just as you go, you sort of like learn a little bit more, and then you're excited to apply it to the next one or whatever. But also too, and this is kind of the crappy part, is that with social media and that the algorithms favor sort of like constantly feeding the content monster, right?
Yeah.
So, the more you put out, the more it puts you to the top of the list. And, finally on some forums, which I've sort of been, gotten zoned.
It sounds like some of the girls I went to high school with.
Yeah, exactly. And then at the end, you need a prescription to help.
I don't know what that means either.
Mm-hmm. So
That's
yeah,
because those girls didn't talk to you, Chris.
That much is certain.
or in Chris's case, you could never ride that tractor seat again because that's what happens.
Oh dear, let's go away from the Canadian. It is always good to have you here, man. That's awesome. We lost. Oh, Chris is having pizza. That's right. Let's go to Matt. Matt, what's going on in your world, man?
Let me turn my camera around.
We need to see it. Just go ahead. Just jump
Just
right
go
to
right to the crest, please.
Yeah, so Mr. Sandlin and Mr. Fleetmark and Small Paul came over and for the unboxing.
Oh,
So
Wow.
so cool.
Oh,
it's
Jar Jar's
amazing.
dead. Look at that. Look, go pan down. Is that dead Jar Jar below it? No,
Is
no,
it?
right under the nose of the thing. It's something dead.
I think it's one of those Cadu things.
I am rather sad I was not invited to see that in person.
well, Dana came for the unboxing of this, the Katana sail barge.
Yes, that was very fun.
And so lots of, let's try not to fall off the step stool. Lots of cool little, and like these panels all pop off. Of course, I'm trying to hold the iPad and take the panels off, which is probably kind of stupid. But the top comes off.
That top is very hairy. Oh, that's your arm. Okay.
You're not talking about your shirt, right?
No, that's
He's spoken
different.
about
But, I really should have taken the panels off before I picked up the iPad. But anyways, it's got a weapons locker inside, and the carbonite things hang off little hangers, and there's weapons that come with it. But
And
pretty
then
great.
the thing comes with a toilet. Like, come on.
yeah,
That's awesome.
and now the other side of the Star Wars office is getting pretty filled up. So I've got to work in the Lego at which is to be built, but it's in the house, and I've got to put in the Republic gunship. So I've got to do some rearranging to fit all that stuff in. And of course, the other side looks like that. So we've got most of the UCS ships on the other side. So pretty exciting. It was a lot of fun, and I didn't break anything. Apparently, there's a couple hinge points that are very fragile, and other people experience breakage, and we did not want any breakage. So we were able to unbox it without any breakage. So that was good.
So will Hasbro fix that if you break it?
They did last time with the Katana. So there were a couple fragile points where the sail barge snaps into the frame, and several people reported breaking it, and they sent replacement parts. So they did a pretty good job with customer service last time around. So I'm assuming that they'll do that again. I mean, thankfully, I'm not in the boat where I have to send off for one of those, but yeah.
Right. So I saw the packaging. It looked kind of retro packaging. You know, the whole thing. Were the instructions kind of retro instructions looking? Did they go the full tilt on all that stuff, or
They did not do retro instructions, but they did the retro packaging. And let's see what they do with it. It also came with 2 carded figures. So the sail barge came with this, which was unique to the set yak face, and this thing goes for a lot of money. And of course, mine has a card back that's slightly bowed, not ideal.
But is it punched?
What's that?
Is it punched?
It is not punched.
I don't get that, man. Like, that's like the difference between punched and unpunched can be like a huge amount of money.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, you were asking about the instruction booklet, so this is what it looks like.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, very old school.
Yeah, yeah,
When
I
it
love
folds
it.
out.
Yeah.
That's the centerfold, baby.
Great.
Now, in order to keep it real, like back in the day, you have to now take your pencil crayons and color in the instruction book.
What? Why would you ruin a perfectly good instruction book by coloring?
Because that's what
the
a 7-year-old Matt would do. So it's best.
You know, 7-year-old Matt was definitely not a color of the instructions.
No, I was not. You
Yeah,
might
all right.
need them.
Well, I feel horribly sorry for you, Matt, for 7-year-old Matt.
If you had religion, would you have cussed and tried to lose it with all the stickers you had to put on, like our parents did, making our Millennium Falcons and X-wings back in the day on Christmas Eve? I mean, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but
So I'm going to reveal a very dark secret from my
the
childhood.
box was really cool too. Look at that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
so nice.
that's amazing.
When I was a child, I didn't have a single Star Wars vehicle except for the land speeder. So I never had to worry about stickers because I never had any of that stuff. Hence, here I am 50 filling my shelves in my office with toys that I never got to have when I was 10. Not that I'm bitter.
That's what marketing is doing.
Here's your parents' love in a box right here.
Yeah. I had to go over to other kids' house to play with their Death Star playset and their explodable wing TIE fighters and their X-wings because moi didn't have that.
No, okay, I'm with you. I had the X-wing and the TIE fighter, and then later I got the Dagobah playset, which then I turned into Pikes Peak in 6th grade to make a float for our parade. I put a bunch of paper mache on it and made a mountain out of it, and then it molded and we threw it out. Never know, I just threw out like $800 or something crazy like that.
No.
But that's all I had. Now my friend Jeremy, he's 2 years younger than me. He had it all, man. He had everything. It was all laid out nice and neat. And if I'd come play with it, his mom would get a little kind of rankled that we didn't put it back. I mean, she had it, and he still has all that, I think.
Wow.
But then he was the kid that got the USS Flag with the G.I. Joes.
Oh,
too, so.
that kid.
I was stuck with 2 loving parents who cared about me but didn't show me their love by throwing things at me. I was hoping for the divorced parents that would fight for my attention by like giving me large, expensive gifts. But no, I got the parents who were, just cared about me and didn't throw stuff at me. So, the other kids, you're like, well, how come he got the Millennium Falcon and all I got was a land speeder?
I had the Jabba's palace, and by Jabba's palace, I mean you had Jabba sitting on the dais with the little Rancor pit that was this thick, that opened up. That's what I had. My best buddy right down the street had freaking Ewok Village. So I mean,
that kid.
I had the Falcon, the X-wing, and then the here in Canada the Stormtrooper transport. The one that they've recently revived. But here, the consumers distributing one had the electronics with the voices. Yeah, so that was.
I had the cheap Sears version of that with no electronics.
It
was still fun to play with. Though.
Did you have the Sears Cantina with the little diorama background to it?
No, but I did have the Hoth base with the diorama background.
I had the Hoth base, the Sandcrawler, and the little cantina thing. I had an original early bird giveaway or early bird mail-in 4-pack. That's how I got my figure. I was one of those kids who had the early bird pack. I had probably, I think I want to say everything on the 12 card back, maybe half of the Empire figures, X-Wing, TIE Fighter, Millennium Falcon, Sand Speeder, and I think I might have had a Snow Speeder. And then at that point in time, G.I. Joe and Transformers started taking money away from my Star Wars stuff. Now, I say all this, and I think out of all of that I had, the only thing I had at one point in time later on was I think I still had my Han Solo and Hoth gear, and everything else my mother took to a secondhand resale.
Yeah. All my stuff too.
I still have all my played with figures from when I was a kid.
You know what's interesting about all this stuff is that, except for Matt, all of us had these things, played the snot out of them, either had them given away and lost them a decade before Adam was born.
Yes. Now wait.
I only had Lego, man. I didn't have any of this crazy stuff that you guys are talking about. This Kenner, what is Kenner? I'm just kidding.
I may have shared this story before, but I need to share it again just because it saddens me every time. Oh, that Droid Factory set, that was always
that thing was.
My friend had the Droid Factory, and he's like, I can put the third leg on R2. And I'm like, I know.
I had two friends. I had Matt Snyder and Eric Kaiser, and both of those guys, literally, I think they're like you're talking about, Greg, that they had everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it was insane how much they had. That's a very cool Penguin stack. Penguinado, I think
that is quite disturbing and awesome. Hang on, we need.
Yeah, go full screen on that.
Can you load it into a ship and shoot it at somebody? That's the question.
It's like a penguin suppository.
only you would think about
you Canadians should know.
But anyway, I got to share the story. My wife
did somebody say Droid Factory?
Droid Factory.
Droid Factory. There it is.
Look at that.
I just had little metal micro things.
Those metal micro things were pretty cool though. But my wife, who was what 7, I think, when Star Wars came out. I think she lived near a movie theater, and eventually, when they started like re-showing Star Wars in the theater and the cheap things, or you know what, she'd go in and she'd sit there all day. I think she saw Star Wars like 100 times. It was crazy. But she would then take her allowance. She had all the Star Wars figures, all the Empire figures. For Christmas, her grandmother gave her the Millennium Falcon. She had the Death Star play set, the Ewok or Dagobah, whole bunch of other stuff, bunch of ships. And then by the time she got old enough where Jedi came out, she stopped taking the figures off the cards and just kept buying them, and they would go into storage and she'd hold on to them. So she had all like probably almost and duplicates. Probably every Return of the Jedi figure still carded.
Wow.
And
fast forward 15 years or more, and she's living with her. I think she was still living with her mom, or her mom had a storage unit or like a shed or something. And there was a whole bunch of boxes or storage unit or whatever. And her mom's boyfriend thought that there was a bunch of these boxes that were just old junk and trash, and literally pitched 90% of her stuff. All she wound up with was her Millennium Falcon, Dagobah, the Star Destroyer, and the Empire Strikes Back carrying case with the figures that were in it. And literally, this conversation happened in like a kitchen. And at the time, my wife's friend, who was probably like 6'2" or 6'3", had to catch my wife as she was jumping over the table to kill this guy.
I gotta say, did the judge let her off or what? Because,
it was bad. So needless to say, by the time that the Power of the Force in 95 came out,
Power of the Force, Luke.
Power of the Force. My wife and I both went on a second childhood, and we would buy every Star Wars figure that came out, and we would put them up on the shelves in our apartment, and it was glorious. It was fun.
Let's just say their basement,
like about $1, but still,
their basement is about as full as Star Wars stuff that haven't seen the light of day as my basement is.
Yes,
maybe even worse.
It probably is worse. Now, I did talk to my wife, and I did talk to her about the fact of the value of the hot toys and the ease of display and collectability and how cool they are, that we have now decided that we are going to go through, and there's certain things we're going to pull out and keep, but we're going to go back and start selling all the older Star Wars stuff that we have that we may or may not get a whole lot for, but then we will turn around and buy more hot toys with them.
Yeah.
And actually have them on display as opposed to sitting in a box in the basement.
Yeah.
I keep going back and forth. I actually thought about jumping out of the 6-inch scale and just going back to 4-inch and just doing 4-inch scale, because the prices are starting to go crazy. It's like $28 for some of these new figures. And I'm sorry, I don't mind paying $10 or $12 even, but $30 for a deluxe 6-inch figure, that's just a lot of money.
Crazy.
But
I
especially
could buy a
like
lot of Lego.
It's a little bit easier to manage the vintage collection, like the vintage scale, than it is the black scale, because the black scale just releases so much stuff, but the vintage is much less. So it'd be a lot easier to, because I know you'd like to get it all. So you're going to get it all. You may as well go for the smaller line.
My favorite scale is 5 studs high. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
I believe it's 4 bricks high.
4 bricks.
Hey, speaking of more on the topic of the stream.
Forget
Kid, if you're going to open your mouth, you better check your facts before you do. Just say,
you know what? I don't deserve this badge. I don't deserve this badge of honor.
Dana, it's 5 bricks high, not 4 bricks high.
No, minifig's 4.
Minifig's 4.
5.
No, 5 clears his head.
Oh. Hey, if you add a brick underneath their head, it's 5 bricks. That's the scale I prefer. Is that still accurate?
So if he's wearing if I took the helmet off, you would see that it is exactly 4 bricks tall.
Okay.
I mean, there are websites called 4 bricks tall. and it's all devoted
That's true.
minifigures.
That's true.
But the doors are five.
I'm just gonna say how thankful I am that I have not ever had the collect them all when it comes to Star Wars minifigs, because
David St. Cyr is nerding us a little bit.
Well, David is correct. It is 4 1/3 because with the helmet.
So I rounded
hair.
up. There we go. So I rounded up.
Was I seeing a custom? Was it a custom mock-up or something? Did I see that there's like a Thor Viking longship?
Oh, it's
That would be the
Yeah.
goat boat, sir.
Yeah. Well, we were going to talk about that. Let me pull that up. And
because that looks awesome. That looks
It does.
really cool. Yeah.
Although, since let's go ahead and talk about it now. Prime opportunity to drive the market of goats down by releasing goats, and they give us brick built goats.
Brick built goats. And it's almost like they're trolling with the goat. They're like the goat boat and the goat, and look, the goats are not the goats you want.
With that
thing is,
printed
though,
face they
there is-
give you. I mean, come on.
There is still
these
hope.
are not the goats you're looking for.
The designer came out and he said that there's a chance that it could always come back, the original goat mold. So he came out, and one of the ideas designers came out and said that. So it's like, okay.
All right, there it is.
And then he went back in his office and cackled, and he was like,
But yeah, there it is right there. Great long ship, really cool model. That's probably going to be $90 or something.
No, it said didn't it say 49?
It's 50.
No, it's 50. Hey, that's a better price.
That's
per
a
piece
really
than-
good price. That's like an awesome price.
with the figs and everything. But you have Christian Bale and this gray face, because he's playing the bad guy, right?
Is that who he is? Is that
Yeah, or the God Killer or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to get Korg, another Korg figure.
Right. But what's funny is on the front of this boat, it says like Asgard Tours or something like that. Like it's a tour boat or something like that.
Do you know if you scroll down to the next picture there, because you can't see it that clear, it looks like Thor Love Thunder.
It is. You don't know they changed it.
No,
His stage name.
Is that the moon on the back of the box? Is that the moon?
What's that? What?
Are they on the moon?
Yeah, is that the moon? Where is
I
that?
believe they are on the moon.
It does look like the moon.
Yeah, that's cool. And speaking of the moon, Chris Campbell, what did you find today?
I went shopping today and I bought a brand new, and by new I mean extremely used miter saw.
That's what?
Oh wait, that was at the concert. Then I went to Walmart.
This is the wrong show.
Then
This is not the
I got
woodworking
miter saw
show.
before I got anything else. Okay, I needed a miter saw, but then I went to my local Walmart, who apparently they don't care about street dates. So I got this,
Yeah.
Ooh.
and then I also this.
yeah.
I want to cut back to Chris Giddens and see how green he is on the camera.
Space.
And this was really cool. I liked it. And
Very.
somebody's at my door, so I don't know what's going on.
Again?
Pizza.
I've already got the pizza. That's weird.
Oh, then it's a serial killer.
It's me. I'm at your door. Give me your Lego.
And then I also bought all the new Speed Champ sets except for the Lambo, of which my Walmart did not have.
I love that, man. It's awesome. Yes, I am.
Ooh.
Thou shalt not cover thy neighbor's early release Lego.
Well, I'll covet my neighbor's freaking Walmart because I could have gone to that one instead of the one that I went to today, and I could have been there. So,
And I got other stuff too, and I don't know where I put it. It's here somewhere. Oh, right here. I got this cool owl thing, which I liked.
Nice.
Look at that purple.
Thought that was pretty cool, and it has a bunch of different builds in the back too.
that's awesome. But there was one thing you didn't get, and I believe someone did get it. Oh!
I actually cleared the shelf. There, I got the only 3 they had. So.
You killed some poor kid's dream. You got all 3 of
Oh,
them.
2 kids asked me, "Do you collect Lego?" I said, yes, I do.
Is that why you were wrestling out of that kid's hand? Give me that, boy.
Hey, nobody saw nothing.
You mean their mom didn't come by and ask you, "Are you an a-hole?"
I
You
think
like
she
the
meant
Legos.
table.
But you were unable to get one set that a friend of ours did get, and let's switch to that and let's see it right now. Go ahead, let's see it.
That's not a spaceship.
It could be.
I mean, it kind of could be.
It really could be. It
Is
really
that a
could
Walmart sign,
be.
Dana?
And I may build it and then turn around and take it apart and then make it a spaceship.
Yes, do that.
And so as Campbell was pointing out that I also grabbed the rover, which as I was telling Chris earlier in the show, that of course they give you the stupid tabs again. But as we were talking about, taking a nice X-Acto blade, slicing along the side, pop it open, you're good to go. So at least the box is a little more intact than it was. And since Campbell hasn't opened up, I will show you the new figures.
Ooh.
No,
Which
cool.
are cool.
Wait, you don't get a character with the space logo on it because he's got a jacket on in the smallest set?
Yeah, I know.
What
it's
a
gonna
cheesy deal that is.
I know, but no, wait a minute. No, he does have a space logo on his jacket.
Oh,
I
even
see it, I
better.
see it.
It's really small, isn't it? On
It's
the
really
lapel?
small.
Yeah.
And actually, the dudes with the vests which by the way, I don't know if you saw this part, but
Oh, yes.
Wow.
so you get brick built air tank things, but you get these great sloped pieces with the space
Print.
logo on it.
It's printed, right?
It is printed. It is printed.
Wonderful.
However, the flag is a sticker, but notice it's
Ooh, it's shiny.
one of the mirrored stickers, which is
Ooh.
kind of cool.
Look at that
And-
rock.
Oh, let me get to the rock in a second. So the sticker, the rest of the sticker sheet is also shiny. And now I almost freaked out for a minute, but this was, I don't know if you might have seen me having a little bit of a moment in the beginning here, but I went to go to the point where I was going to put on the flag and I'm like, where the heck is the sticker sheet? I'm looking at all the bags. I'm flipping everything up. I'm like, oh, am I going to have to call customer service? I flipped open the book. It was inside the book. I have never had that happen.
Oh, that's
I don't know if that's a mistake or a randomness or what, but it kept it nice and flat, which is usually a problem in a lot of sets that the instructions wind up getting wacky and wonk. But
I've actually had a couple of those now, Dana.
have you? So I'm wondering
And so
if it's
it might be
new thing.
random. I don't know. I mean, but
I
yeah.
mean, in the last 6 years as an AFOL building sets, this is the first time I've ever had the instructions or the sticker sheet, unless it was sealed together with the manual. Other than that, it's usually just flopping around in the box, and it's horrible. It's a mess.
Wait,
But
Can I see the sticker sheet one more time? Can you hold it up there? Here's a question. So it's all shiny,
yeah,
and so then they printed over the shiny to make it dull.
no. Those are gold.
Yeah, but it's not as shiny gold. It's then printed.
No, it's just because my camera is flaking out.
Okay.
It's shiny gold.
Okay.
And then just these two were the main silver one. But yeah, these are shiny gold.
Okay. That's all good.
So, yeah.
Okay.
No,
okay.
yeah, it's not matte. They are shiny gold. As somebody was asking, new. Well, I mean, they look like the old rocks, but they are new. And notice it's dual molded because it's you see the little transparent
That's
parts.
awesome.
Wow.
When you open it, it's a freaking Geo.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay, so here's something that would be cool, and since Adam's here, maybe this is cool for him too. If you put a pen light behind that thing, shine it in there, it would look awesome.
Well, you know the little geodes that came in the last City Space sets in the space station, there was an actual spot that actually had a light in there so that you could push the light and it would do it with inside of it. So
yeah.
Sweet.
Good stuff.
All right.
Good stuff.
That's
So
really
my
cool.
kid is whispering in my ear. He's off camera going, so we're going to Walmart tomorrow, right? I'm like, yes. We're going at lunch tomorrow after my.
They're open till like 11 now. You're fine. Just go on. It's not
Yeah, he
dangerous.
can just
They're-
get-
Are you kidding? Chris has got to go to sleep like usually 10-15 minutes after we're after airtime. I'm just saying.
I may go to Walmart. But
Peer pressure.
Well, as when Chris Campbell posted that in our local lug thing, and I mean it is monsoon outside.
Yeah.
I'm in my jammy pants. I don't want to change. I mean, I was like, oh, I should go. No, I won't. So, Dude Jude is here. How are you? David St. Cyr is here. I don't think I have said hello. Jeff McElwee has joined us. Hello, Jeff. And by the way, Jeff did offer to sell all of your Star Wars for you.
Yep. I told him I would hit him up for some information when I get to that point.
Maddie is here looking, but Mr. Sandlin has been on a building spree of late, and I'm happy to see it.
Man.
Yes.
Tell us what you've been up to, man.
I have had a very large Lego week. Small Paul was off school last week, so I took off work and we hung out and had all kinds of fun. But I blew my Lego budget for the next, I don't know, period of time. That I'm not going to be able to do a full day next month because I went. But I got some good stuff. I went to the Lego store and they had the Hydro Bounty in stock.
I love that thing.
And
It's
the thing
so
is
cool.
awesome. I'm not like a Ninjago collector. Small Paul loves the dragons. I don't really care about Ninjago either way, but this is awesome.
It is awesome.
This
That
thing is
looks way better in your hands than it does on the box art too.
It's
It looks
big.
way
It's a
bigger.
big set. It's big. It's got this cool action thing. Like you pull the back. There's this thing right here, and it's a string through it. So when you pull on this, the engines open up. They do this.
Whoa!
Which is like,
That's so awesome.
Yeah, Mark, that looks way bigger in your hands than the small picture.
Hey.
And here I was sitting here snickering under my breath. But
Oh, no, I couldn't let it go any longer.
Hang on. All right, let's continue.
you can fit all the ninjas in the cabin there. It's got the submarine bay that opens up, so you can.
Yeah, that is just the coolest thing. Like that bay
The
is
subs
the
are
selling
the
point.
same as this little guy, but this is the one that came with one of the other sets, but same as this little guy. And the whole front of the ship comes off. This whole front section here pops off. It's got a laser in it, or whatever that is.
Wave cannon.
Sure, yeah, wave cannon. And the front of the ship opens up and turns into a mech.
Whoa!
Yeah, it's so cool. It's just so cool.
What a great set. I love those
awesome.
cockpit pieces too.
Oh, the face in there is really fun too. Arrgh.
You're trying to pass a penguin suppository.
So that's just the set that I bought for myself just because it's awesome. However, I also picked up the Lego picture frame. There's my picture of me.
Awesome.
Aw.
I keep this on my build table. And I've been very busy building this week. So the City of Lanterns is getting some new buildings. I took the Chonga Mooncake Factory and turned it into a building.
Which is fan-freaking-tastic.
Mhm.
There she is inside. There's Chonga, or as we like to call her, Space Maddie.
Space Daddy.
Inside.
You didn't take away the bunny rabbit's spaceship. Now.
Selling I still have the bunny mech spaceship on the shelf because it was too awesome to take apart. But I took apart the little base thing to turn into this. So there's the little cookie machine inside here. You can kind of see it in there. And then I put the rocket ship in, so it sort of looks like the building, but the rocket ship can still be blasted off out of the top.
Oh, cool.
So
That's
I used
awesome.
it for, So that was fun. I did a Bricklink order and got some of these train windows that I used to build this building.
Awesome.
That looks awesome. That's so
So
cool.
it's just like a little apartment building. It just has some little stuff in there.
I love that you use those kind of boat type windows, but you stacked them. I like that.
That's very cool.
Practically smell the fine woods.
Rich mahogany.
Exactly.
Mahogany.
So today I had this building that was 2 stories and I decided to make it 4 stories. So
Amazing.
But wait, that's going to cause it to be the tallest building in your city.
well, no, because I did that.
Not according to the TikTok.
I upgraded the Lotus
Chris, tell the
Hotel.
segue.
I put an extra floor in the Lotus Hotel, so it is still the tallest building in the city.
Nice.
Awesome.
It's
Nice.
still a little bit taller. It was only not quite a full height floor that I added here, so I just made a grand entrance with some lamps and I made it fancy.
So you said you're waiting on another city lantern set so you could join them? Was that?
No, I did a bricks and pieces order so that I ordered the parts just for the understructure of the City of Lantern set.
Okay.
So that it's basically just the Technic bricks and things that form the stair step support thing that I will plug in, and all of these buildings will sit on.
And what about the monorail? Or
I
not
ordered
monorail.
extra track pieces too. I ordered more of those too.
Okay.
So all of that can just add on to what I've got. It'll be another 24 studs wider, and I'll put all these buildings that I've been working on, put them right in there, and I'll have a nice, large City of Lanterns layout.
Yes.
That's awesome.
And that then goes to our challenge. Good segue there. Is you too can build the City of Lanterns, what we call Monkey Punk. You can join us in the challenge to build some. And we had set it up a month. We'll get the dates out, I guess, when you can have it due. But there is the standard there. You can find it on Mark's Instagram. Fleeb Nork, find him on the Instagram. It's pretty easy to build because I built one myself. And actually, I'm still working on it. But anyway, so we can join us in that. Let me go back to our review. We got some folks. As we became inappropriate, we had an Oklahoman and a Texan joining us. So,
Well,
it happens, right?
I believe he is South Oklahoma.
Oh, is that South Oklahoma? I got you.
Mm-hmm.
We have
I've actually got to take off, guys. So great to see you all.
No. You don't have to take off. You have to take off
Take off
Correct.
poser.
Correct.
But Gil, you won't be here for the blue biker.
The blue biker?
The blue biker.
I don't know what that means.
My blue biker.
Oh, well, I did see him on there. I thought blue biker was some sort of colorful metaphor for something.
And then I had
steaming Cleveland.
And
It's
then I
the
had
motor
Boone-
cyclops.
And then I had Boone tell me that you know what, that front of that bike really needs an eyeball on it. And I was like, God darn it!
I love it.
He
So I
looks
had to
really
add an
cool.
eyeball to it.
He looks really cool.
But it is now motor cyclops or motocyclops, however you want to pronounce it.
We'll see you, Gil.
All right.
Bye,
Great
Gil.
to see you again. See ya.
Yeah, man. All right, let's go. So we have Jeff and Tim. I'll go to Tim. He's the first one in my thing there. How you doing, Tim? What's up?
I'm good. How y'all doing? I apologize for my tardiness. I had to cook dinner tonight, so I ran a little late.
It's all right.
But I didn't want to be not hospitable or whatever.
What's up in your world today, man?
Oh, it's been busy. I haven't been building a whole lot other than our ultimate builds on Wednesday night, but I didn't get my hands on the employee Ninjago gift for Christmas this year.
Ooh, nice.
Ninjago thing. So my carpentry skills got me that little item, and so my Ninjago collection stays complete. So,
Are you a full run guy?
oh yeah, now that
Ooh.
it came out, and I think I've got just the only thing I'm lacking is just a couple of them little minifig packs or whatever. But yeah, and then I haven't got any of the. Well, I've got the big temple that just came out. I still got to get like whatever there was, 8 or 9 of the new ones that just came out. But I'll get
Are
them.
you and TJ? Are y'all in competition to see who's the most complete?
No, I mean, I love that he loves it that much because I've been martial artist all my life. So anything Orient, I have all the old samurai stuff too. So
Cool.
I want to do it instead of as a part of the Western. I want to do a big samurai layout about the size of the Western one of these days. So
Amazing.
That's
Jeez.
nice. That's awesome. Good deal, man. Thanks for joining us. Let's walk over to Jeff. Jeff, are you with us?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Jeff?
Nothing.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Okay, then.
Hey, you got any
There we
more
have it.
Iron Mans? You got any more Toy Fair Iron Mans?
No. Unfortunately, I do not. Emily and I did a big clean sweep of stuff that we have, and I still have a lot of pigs.
Nice.
Well, that's a
Never
whole
ends.
different genre. But anyway, are you all hinkled out? Is that what you're saying?
Nope, not even a little bit.
No, not all hinkled out. Oh, okay. All right.
No. But Thursday is going to be a pretty special show. Thursday, I'm going to be joined by Boone Langstrom, and he's going to be co-hosting my last show, I think, before I go to Portland. And he and I are going to be selling some good stuff. He's going to be selling some of his minifigures with marks and be handing out some of those autographs that go with him. I'm going to be doing a special zombie sale. So I have like 20 zombie minifigures that are homegrown and homemade for the most part, but those will be
And what
grabs.
time is this auction?
This time is going to be at 7 o'clock Central.
7 Central, which is 8. Well, it's when we're on. But anyway.
No, we'll watch both.
Yeah, we'll do both.
There you go. Yep. Technically, I can watch your show in the background, as Whatnot allows you to play whatever type of music or program you would like in the background.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah. Tomorrow night's going to be a pretty normal night. So, yeah. I've got a couple of random minifigures. I think we're going to do some base plates, and I think that's it. So,
cool.
Yeah, keep it simple. Tomorrow is Turtle Tuesday on Whatnot, though. So I think I can get my grubby little hands on some Ninja Turtle figures from the store tomorrow. So I might go do that just to be part of the clique or whatever. But yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Good deal. Thanks for joining us today. And
Sure.
Tell them how to find you.
So if you download the Whatnot app, or if you go to the website, the Whatnot website, you can do a search for Just Jeffrey, and I will come up and you'll go, hey, I know that guy. My avatar picture is Ray Stans in Ecto 2, so
cool.
That also helps.
As long as you don't say, hey, I know that guy. That's...
Well,
that's
I mean, you never know. But even if you don't come, like, I'm not telling everybody that's here to, like, hey, come and spend your money. I am saying come and say hi, though. Just so you can see the madness of it all. Because it gets real dumb real fast. And it's glorious.
Cool. Hello, dog.
Ant knows. He's purchased things for me. I even gave him a little extra in his last order.
Hey, no perks.
No, I definitely gave Ant a real elf, like with cape and everything, like with all the accoutrement. So
it was much appreciated. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
then he's got a bunch of fish. There you go.
All right, so I am building a monkey kid. Let me switch to me. A monkey punk set. I'm not done, but so I've got the little robot repair shop here going at the bottom. There it goes. It focused. Look at there. So there's a little robot face there, and inside is a wall of robot parts and some robots on sale. So I'm working on that. And then there's a little abode and workshop up top there. And then I'm working on the very tip top. So there's my monkey punk start right there.
I do like the tea time for the robot. That was a nice touch, sir.
Do what?
I like the tea time for the robot. That's a very nice touch.
Yeah.
There.
Well, the guys, I got to get a figure in there to be, drinking tea and working to fix the robots up in those little shack there. So
I like the
Jesse,
radio tower.
I don't want to be that guy, but I'm going to be that guy. How do they get to the second story?
Transporters.
Cool. All right.
I like your little fence work on that second story.
Oh, thank you.
It looks good, Chris.
And this is what my son made. He is making a moon-based module, and it is going to be the Crater Cafe. And so this is his fried chicken classic space symbol here. So
nice.
That's awesome.
Cool.
There it is.
So cool.
That's very clever.
Yeah. He's building a whole lot better at his age than I did when I was his age. So
as I see him waving in the background.
Yeah, he's back there. Hello. He has been coming, Dad. I need some bricks. I mean, I'm on my show. You've had all day, son. And in the 1 hour that I'm on the internet, you're over my shoulder saying, hey, I need some gray bricks. So
yeah, Jake is building better at his age than we did at like 28.
Yeah.
40.
Let's see. Oh, Jesse's Brick Galaxy is here. Welcome, sir. Jude is here. And Tim is in the chat and in here as well. Thank y'all for joining us. And I don't know if I mentioned Doc. Doc Sampson is lurking about, so that's awesome. All right, so
I totally had my mic off. Never mind.
Oh,
I was making fun of things and no one was hearing about me.
No jokes, no nothing.
Missed out.
I was pointing out the fact that Jake has much more versatile parts available to him at his age than we did even 10 years ago.
He has versatile and sorted parts at his age that I didn't have at mine. If I ask him to scratch for a brick out of a bucket, he won't do it because he never had to. And he's like, Dad, that's like work. And I'm like, yeah, that's the way it was. Either you dumped it out on the floor on that blanket or you just scratched until you found it. That was it. So,
hey,
well, most of you've seen my house. It's still like that. So,
I have am I a horrible person question to ask all of you. So,
sure.
I found out that my mother-in-law has really bad OCD when it comes to certain things. One of those certain things happens to be Lego bricks.
That are not sorted?
That are not sorted. I eat my entire collection.
I know where you're going, and I applaud your evilness and do it.
Heck yeah.
She's currently sorting through about 2 big totes full of Lego so that I can build Star Wars sets on Wednesday to sell them on Thursday.
That's amazing.
Does she deliver?
Yeah. Her address. We got stuff to send.
But she was like, I really like doing it. And I was like, good, because I sure as hell don't.
Yeah, no. I have no qualms about that, man. That's smart.
SMRT.
There was a guy. He's actually was a member of our lug, and I met him through. And Matthew may recall him as well. We knew him through the Brick Bank when we used to do sorting, and he actually would take Lego to his mother's house and drop them off big tubs, and she would sort for him all the time. And this dude would like sort like 1,000 pounds at a time.
Wow!
And he would farm out some of it to his mom. But now he's in. I don't know if he's engaged or he's dating, but he's turned around and sold all his Lego to Wild Bricks, Georgia, except for the stuff. I think he left his Lego desk intact. He built an entire full-size desk out of Lego with drawers.
Jenny was telling me about that. That makes sense. Okay.
Yep, that's him. And then he has an entire room that's probably the size of my office room here that is nothing but wall-to-wall and a huge mock display, whatnot, of Halo. Done in Mega Block.
Yeah,
Hey,
that
you
makes
want
it
more of
less
that?
cool.
I've got a ton of that I want to get rid of.
I don't know if he's still getting more for it or what. I think he's kind of backed out of the hobby, and considering he sold like I don't know several tons, not on my tons, probably several 100 pounds worth of Lego to Ginny at Wild Bricks.
Well, I mean, Tim, if you want to get rid of that Mega Block, I know a guy that happens to know how to sell things. So,
Well, I've been going to talk to you because I want to see about. I got to put them back, but I've got the Dawn Trader brand new in the box. That thing's going for $600 on eBay.
Yeah.
Jeff, you should change
we're going to be talking about some other things anyway. So
instead of just Jeff, you should be Jeff. I know a guy.
Jeff, I know a guy. That's what it feels like lately. But I mean, on the other hand, though, Jeff, I know a guy scored me tickets to Portland, scored me tickets to a convention where all I have to do is make people happy and give away Lego sets. So, like, I'm okay with that.
More power to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You know? And you want to pay and feed me?
Exactly.
I mean,
I only eat steak when I'm on vacation.
I had a deal like that once, but he sent me to New York City. Oh, gee.
New York City.
Yeah.
New York City.
Not a fun trip, but
Did we all just age ourselves with that guy?
Yeah,
we might have just a little bit.
Adam was very young when that commercial came on. I'm pretty sure.
Was he born?
Do you know the commercial?
Wait, say it again. I was sorting. What was it?
This also comes from New York City. Well, you guys are supposed to do it. All right, I'll do the line. This also comes from New York City.
New York City.
Get a rope. That's
What?
the
I just hear
Wow.
whoosh as it goes right over my head.
Ace
Yep.
Picante sauce. You don't. Oh,
Good stuff too.
oh.
Yeah, they don't make commercials like that anymore.
No.
So I was gonna say I know I mentioned I wanted that UCS Falcon pretty bad over the weekend, but I didn't get it. Instead, I actually got all the parts out, and I'm about to start building a 6,500 piece Ebon Hawk instead.
See, the Ebon Hawk is much better, and I salute you and support this more than the Falcon.
And I'm doing it in dark red, not brown.
Nice.
Oh, there you
That's a
go.
lot of freaking dark red. I'll just tell you right here now.
Yeah, don't ask my Bricklink bill.
Now I understand that order that you went to Bricks and Pieces for, to Wild Bricks for.
Which one?
The multiples. Let
me see it. Okay, my
Yeah,
kid
well-
is starting to make a corridor for his. I want to show you something. This is his
Yeah, Moonbase?
design school is going well for this kid. He's
Oh,
like
fancy
it.
schmancy.
Look at those
There you go.
supports. Look at those supports. I got to step up my support game.
I like
there you
that.
go. There you go. Now I've just been telling him you got to make a very solid core. We'll be rebuilding that like your dad does every show. So.
You may want to go with a Mills plate for that, just to give that more reinforcement.
Oh, Mills plate.
Hey, I
did we-
recently, I think I've been sucked into the Mills world just because I've been thinking about like this aquarium, and Mills is amazing. Mills is amazing.
It is.
So
It is.
now we had a discussion about Mills and Moonbase, and I think the simple solution we came up with for us is if you build a Mills plate, fine. Just leave your connector at the same height as it would be if you didn't build a Mills plate. Because originally we wanted the trains to run under everything, and that never happens at a show. So the 8 or 9 or the 9 or 10 height, whatever, is kind of arbitrary. So just if you build a Mills plate with Moonbase, then just keep your connector 10 bricks above the very bottom base plate. Then you're good. So
It just prevents you from using stanchions. You have to brick build them instead.
well,
So-
if you can
unless you can
anchor
still do
those
the
things
stanchions.
underneath and build around it.
Right, but then the whole point of doing a Mills type style with stanchions is that you could put a pin underneath to lock your stanchions into the plate.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the point. But you know what, though, Chris? Evidently, Andrew wasn't a part of this conversation, and I'm sure that's no fault of anything. But he has a moon buggy that usually does go on the ground that would not clear it because he is doing it to the 10 bricks high.
Does that moon buggy get 10 bricks high?
I think it does. Well, because you got to figure there's the track and then the buggy itself.
Well, you can run them around his. So
Although now I think he's been doing them elevated to be up with the monorail so that the monorail isn't taking as much emphasis away from the moon.
I mean, the real reality is we throw down the thing, we then put the monorail on top, and that's good. How tall is those things right there, Chris?
I don't know. I haven't measured, but I
Those
will.
are 10 high as well.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
They're pretty. I picked up a bunch of them in black off of Bricks and Pieces, so I was pretty happy about it.
Yeah, you could technically sink that down. You could probably like reinforce that with some plate over that base right there. And
Yeah,
then-
because that's a standard tile right there. So
yeah.
you can do
So
that
then
pretty
you
easy.
could brick over that. You can make your stanchions taller, and it would stick out of that plate. You just have to plate around it, or brick or
That's
rock
too much-
around it.
Too much work.
Yeah. So
I wonder what the cost difference is though for a 48 by 48 Mills plate versus a 32 if it gets really pricey.
48 by 48.
Well, my thought on that, I was going to do kind of a crater look, not to the extent of Fazoom's there, but somewhat of a crater, so it would kind of level out by the edge of the plate, so it's back down to base plate size.
But yeah, they'll allow some undulations and stuff as long as
Yeah.
we have a way to kind of hide the Mills plate as it rises and stuff like that, which is not a
Exactly.
problem. Just have some slopes kind of stuff. That'd be good. So, let's see what is going on in Canada there. There we go. There's
Sorry,
plenty
I
of
was, trying
duct
to,
work.
I was trying to move my camera back a bit further to get a better view, but it wasn't working.
Well, the base is looking good.
That's good, man.
So yeah, I was just playing with the camera. Now I'm holding it awkwardly as you guys look.
Well, for awkward, this is the entire room of awkward right here. We're just all incredibly awkward.
It does look bigger in your hand, though.
Hey.
I'm currently sorting pieces that I was awarded at our last meeting, and I am feeling like this is more of a curse than an award.
Yes, thank you.
I'm grateful, but I have no idea what I'm going to use these for. So
For the record,
no.
I do believe I heard you say, "I'll take the bag."
I did accept it, but at the time I wasn't thinking clearly. I was like, "Ooh, that seems like more parts than 2 small friend sets."
Which, in the reality of things, you made the better deal as far as parts go. But
this is true.
You didn't realize that there was a sweat equity involved with it as well.
Yeah, I didn't realize what I was signing up for.
Well, now, if you will recall, under his breath, he goes, "Oh, I have a special bag for Giddens." That was the quote there. So my bag comes with all these random minifig heads and body parts that I already have, like a slaughterhouse over here from when he was a kid. All of my minifigs are busted up. So what do I need? I need more minifig heads. That's what I need. Thank you. Look it up. And if you think your bag is random, this is super random. I mean, I don't think there's 2 pieces the same in here. So
there probably is pieces in there, but I believe that there are some X-wing canopies in there that I put.
There is a Millennium Falcon canopy in here. Yes.
There you
That's
go.
cool.
What's that old timer phrase? Never look free Lego in the mouth. Is that how?
That's true. I do realize that all the parts that are in mine are the parts that have been on the wall that I've been not getting. So it's all the parts that I didn't want, but now I have a lot of. So I can always use them for something. So
I'll trade them for some eyes.
Can you please tell me that you just gave him all the almost worthless 70s pieces? Like, don't make any rhyme or reason. That'd be great. Oh, yeah. Okay.
It could have been eyes. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, or it could have been 1x1 clips.
I would have taken 1x1 clips.
Don't say 1x1 clips ever.
I have a gallon bag still of 1x1 clips.
A gallon?
Gallon?
Yeah, I should on Thursday I'll bring up these surplus bags that I sorted out of things and show you some of the stuff I have that I did not pass on to the lug because it was just volumes of things that they would have gone, why?
What color are the 1x1 upright clips though?
Gray. They're like bluish gray.
It's these right here. It's the gray. It's the clip vertical.
Oh, it's the side clips, not the up and down ones.
Yeah.
Right. If it was the modified tile with a clip on top, I'd have kept them all.
The vertical upright, yeah. Because those upright ones can be turned into pine trees. So I got an entire cup of these sand green upright clips when they're on the wall because they can make pine trees. Ooh,
that's very nice.
So the doors you can open
up and out of the way too. That's awesome.
Yep. And then I didn't realize this, but you were asking about those gold stickered pieces.
Yeah.
They also come down on the side.
So I like that.
In the back section.
You can slide.
I saw you talking about that earlier. What set is that?
It's a ramp.
This is the new lunar rover vehicle.
Oh, it's called Space.
Of Space.
Now, so can I ask?
I got to point something out though, and I meant to talk about this earlier because we were kind of joking about this in the pre-show. But so this box here has 275 pieces. Notice the size of the box. And this set that has 262 pieces is half the size.
Well, yeah, those cars have a lower profile.
It's called marketing.
The smaller box is a bit thicker, though.
Hey, Dana,
but not a whole lot thicker. Not a whole lot. Now, granted, as somebody pointed out, this box has much smaller pieces considering this size of pieces, but
And it's
still,
not the size of the box.
And the larger box has to accommodate more space.
Space. Hey, Danny, can you hold that rover up one more time? We want to see it. There it is. That's awesome.
yeah.
Thank you very much.
I was like, why am I even going to hold this up? Because all he's going to do is throw my floppy rover.
I have a legitimate question though about this space set. So wait, don't those corridors look like the moon base standard? I mean, it's off by like a few bricks, right?
They're kind of, but it's the same standard that the last city space sets used for their corridors to lock into the little space station, which
Gotcha.
then they're using. And there is actually a graphic on the box that shows that you can connect the station, the new station, to the rover.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So
Jeff Snavely asks a very important question. Why does it say city instead of space?
Because of Star Wars.
Because of Star Wars.
Is that right?
Literally. I mean, there's no other reason that we don't have a
that's
space series other than Star Wars.
Mr. Lucas.
Although but Galaxy Squad happened. So
Yeah, but it was
the
Galaxy
last-
Squad, not space.
Well, Galaxy Squad was like the last one that happened because it was still like written into the Lego Bible, as it were, product. So like that was okay. But any like new development ones,
yeah, but I mean, Galaxy Squad was way after 2001, in which the Star Wars
Yep.
had already been inked.
Yep.
well, you gotta. I mean, what 2 or 3 years of a.
That's true. I mean, they were probably in
design.
development long before. Yeah, so that could happen. Yeah.
Well, if you look at Galaxy Squad, all the bigger sets were mostly wheeled vehicles. You didn't have a big spaceship. And you had one small fighter, maybe a couple little things, but or a fighter that would pop off, but they were mostly wheeled ground vehicles and mechs. So
This is true. This is true. You had the blue fighter, and then the little mech that had a fighter that popped off, and then both the orange and the blue land vehicles had ships that would fly off. But yeah, they were land vehicles. So
yeah, and even the Alien Conquest, the good guys had maybe one jet on the back of a truck. You know, some classic space reference there. But
Didn't they have the UFO round shape?
yeah, but the UFOs were UFO-y. You know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they had a big one and they had a little one, and I love that. I got to find all the parts and put them back together. But
I actually built a little tiny.
Oh! I was hoping you'd have that. Wait, let me see that.
It's very Jetsons
nice.
car-like. I like that.
nice.
Is that for a certain habitat?
That is for my Alien Conquest habitat. Yes.
Nice.
Which I will be making a trip to Wild Bricks later this week because I need some pieces that I don't have, and so I will. But I've decided that I've digitally designed Alien Conquest and Insectoids already digitally. So I think I'm going to go ahead and knock out Mars Mission and Space Police, so that way if I need parts, I can just get them all at one time, make one trip.
You would make me extremely happy if you put out the insectoid ones and it's just a pile of crap. That would be just amazing if you brick built some crap and with a bug with a fly on it, and that would be the insectoid fly on a piece of crap.
I actually have enjoyed designing it because I actually like these wings. I mean, even though the piece doesn't allow you to turn it, which is annoying, but I still like them, and I do think the figure is pretty cool. I mean, it's all right. It's okay.
I love it. I never got any of the sets, but I loved a lot of the parts and the people.
Yeah. I think there's too much hate for the late 90s, early 2000 space. As I pointed out at some point in time, you know, they weren't all stellar. They weren't all great, but they were still Lego space, and we still love them. So
I like that wordplay.
No, we didn't.
I love it. I love Shima. I love Nexo Knight.
Oh man,
I love Nexo Knights.
Tim,
I don't
Tim
think the
is-
phrase "I love Chima" is. I need to put a PG-13 on that, man.
Chima chunks I never got into, so I'm at least I'm. Whew, yeah,
You need to take off your beer goggles.
Thing. I'm gonna put cowboy hats on all the Chima people and have a Western.
I will say I did buy a Chima set because I was looking for parts because there was that big orange tiger thing, whatever, and it had lots of orange parts in it. and it was early in my AFOL life where I'm like, oh, I could just go to Bricks and Pieces or Bricklink those instead. I'm going to return this set, and I got something else.
Can I just interrupt this conversation to give you an update on my award? So look, this is my little bin of like, my little fencing piece thing.
Hey, bike racks are great, man.
This is what I have to go in here. What am I supposed to do with this?
Build a big construction site. Those are perfect.
I was going to say, dude, those are perfect for me.
My park needs like 2 or 3, man.
Hey, it's a great part. I'm happy to have it, but I'm just like,
you need a bigger container system.
I need more containers. This is now I got to buy more storage.
Kids these days have no imagination.
That's right. You could make
again crying about free Lego.
I don't have an exact way I'm supposed to use these parts.
Maybe a big enclosure for your penguins. That would be fine. That
Hey,
kind
there
of
you go.
You need to connect them all together. You need to connect them all together like some kind of geodesic dome or something. That would be really cool.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I like that. For now, that's gonna be,
You'll be all ready when I do an iron builder challenge, and that's one of the seed parts. You'll have plenty of them to use.
Hey, I'm ready now. I'm ready.
Hey, have you guys seen the new the Build a Minifig there at the Lego store?
Yes.
Oh wait, no, hang on. Let me get there.
Yep, the little
balloon
clown and the cookie
dogs.
And there was the chocolate cake guy.
The chocolate cake. Yep.
Making me hungry.
I didn't get the whole figure, but
did you get the little brick built girl? The little brick girl. There you go. That's
I got color for that one. I don't.
Yeah.
I thought she was in blue in the mini.
Oh, there's 2 or 3 colors. There was a
red and a blue. I knew.
Actually, it's 5.
What's
5
that
colors?
That kind of weird. There's this sky blue, I guess, and then there's kind of that azure.
There's teal. There is
teal. That's it.
There's red, blue, bright green, dark turquoise or teal, and then light bright blue.
Yep.
Which I thought I showed on Thursday.
I saw those on the shelf and everything.
Well, it was supposed to be a Valentine Day bear, but my store they can't even find them in their warehouse. So I don't know. Brick Fanatics had it on their site. It's just another one of them bears, but it had a little heart, and he's kind of a dark red.
Mm-hmm. I went by Bricks and Minifigs before, like a couple days before Valentine's, and he's like, these are the only 2 left in Atlanta, and he was not jacking the price up, but he was waiting for somebody. Some lady had driven 45 minutes or something to come and get one of those bears, so he was the only game in
high
town.
on their minifigs anyway. I won't buy figs at Bricks and Pieces or whatever, Bricks and Minifigs.
Yeah.
I will say that Bricks and Minifigs is usually a little pricey in comparison to other things, because actually we had our lug meeting at our local Bricks and Minifigures this weekend, and I saw this sad little Explorian set sitting in the display case, and I walked over and I was like, oh, it's got the instructions, it looks good, $20. He's going home with me.
Oh, they're great on used sets. I mean, you can't.
I mean, yeah.
But the thing is,
Mansion.
by the time I got home and I actually looked it up on Bricklink, I could have probably gotten it for $10 somewhere else, but then I would have had to pay for shipping and all this, that, and jazz. So for $20, might have been a little higher than what I could have paid for it, but I got instant gratification and I didn't have to pay for shipping. And I was also supporting a local seller. So,
and that's probably what it cost in $96 when that came out. That's what it cost in the store. That set, I'm pretty sure. So,
$20 or $10, $20. I don't know what the original price was. That's good.
Let's go. I picked up the Haunted Mansion for $200, so I thought that was a pretty good deal.
That's a good deal.
I didn't make fun of you for carrying out in a Huggies box, by the way.
Hey, it fit, didn't it?
I will say their selection, like, I mean, even I thought it was great this last week when we were there for our meeting. They had some great stuff.
Yeah, they've been cycling through stuff pretty well. There's been new stuff every time I've been there, and I've been happy with that.
And a lot of the stuff they've been getting in has been like mint.
Yeah.
The 6991 Unitron monorail transport station, the box was a little banged up and taped on their outside and stuff like that, but inside, those monorail tracks look like they've been used once.
There was one broken piece in there, but
on the motor section.
But I mean, that was replaceable. So.
Yeah, that there wasn't an ounce of dust on that thing. I mean, it was just pristine. It's awesome. So the big prices are a little high, but
so the planetary decoder when it came out was $8.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And
but that was 90s money or 80s money. What is that in today's money?
96. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, average used price are under $10. So yeah, I paid a little more than I probably could have bought it someplace else. But again, no shipping, instant gratification. I'm happy.
Yeah, he didn't pull it out. He had the Explorer and Starship in the back. I'd gone like a week before. We all
did.
Yeah, he had the Explorer and Starship back. You need to call. You need to give him a ring unless I don't know if he put it out or he's still restoring it. But he had the big monster Explorer and Starship in the back.
Because I've got some stuff in the basement that I got that I need to go ahead and take in there for trade anyway. Even if it's missing some stuff, depending on how complete it is, if I can complete it with my own, I might have to be my Friday afternoon.
There you go.
There you go.
All
right. Saturday when we go to see the Ericksons at the Lego store. Maybe that's when I'll pop in the minifigs as well.
They're doing what, North Point?
Yeah. Yep. So for those of you watching who are still hanging out with us at 1 hour and 17 minutes on Saturday at the North Point Lego store in Alpharetta, Georgia, the Lego Master Season 2 winners, Mark and Steven Erickson, will be there from 1 until 5 for a meet and greet and autograph session.
That's right.
Can I ask, has anybody else gotten a ton of Instagram ads for that event? Because every time I'm on Instagram, I see
Facebook, Instagram, everywhere.
Or as somebody said in one of the posts, or go see them at ABC where they work.
Yeah, but that's 2 hours south.
It's true, exactly.
They're coming up so. And they also have a really cool, I don't know if they've talked about theirs, if you've seen it, but they did a collaborative build, as they always do, or not always do, but oftentimes do, of a sea scene, kind of Atlantis kind of thing, did some Kit Bash figures, a freaking awesome seahorse that everybody who walks in that store is like, when is that set coming out? Because it's freaking awesome.
Although the 70s kid in me wants to find the old Aquaman with the orange shirt and stick it on the back of that seahorse and have him riding it just like in the cartoons.
We can make that happen.
I'm gonna say we can make that happen.
Have the rings coming out of his head while he's talking to the fish.
Now
you got me interested, Dana. So I just looked up the Exo Force tank I bought for $40, and turns out that was a pretty good deal because there are no used sets in the U.S. on Bricklink at all.
Cool.
Great.
And overseas, even the cheapest is like $30. So
if you hadn't gotten that, Chris, I would have picked it up.
I mean, you handed that to me on a silver platter.
I did. Hey, I mean, it's one of those things. It's a great set, man.
Adam, did you not grab any of those Ice Planet sets that were sitting there?
Oh,
grab those Ice Planet sets?
No, did you grab any of the Ice Planet sets?
No, I didn't grab any.
I was going to until I saw the price on those.
Those prices are actually really good. I just recently bought a bunch of them, and that's basically what I paid for them.
Wow.
The ones that I bought, and so all his prices for the Ice Planet stuff at his store is good price. Good. So yeah.
All right, everybody, we are at almost 20 minutes after. Thank you for hanging out. A lot of folks have hung out with us and everything. Thank y'all for being here tonight. This is a great conversation of nerding out. And thank you for advertising for all the stores that are now early and will be sold out by the time I get there tomorrow. So thank y'all for being here. Be kind to your neighbors. Be awesome. Build awesome. Y'all have a great night. Goodbye, everybody.